We are back in Seoul and we've come back to a very gloomy, rainy, kind of gross Seoul, and a lot of damage has been done today. This is like the end of my skincare wellness stuff that I wanted to buy, so now in that round we're finished. However, it's made me think my suitcase is gonna be way too heavy and I'm getting a bit concerned. Thankfully, Caroline has one of those little suitcase scales, so I have borrowed it and I'm going to do a fake pack of everything to see how heavy the suitcases are, because I have a very, very, very strong feeling that I will be paying for overweight suitcases, which is heartbreaking. But what can one do, you know? Right, of course, it's time for a haul. At the top we have a spray that is good for foot odour, which I will be spraying in my work shoes. And then on the second line we've got some health supplements. So first of all, we've got some ginseng. I found some mango flavour, so I thought that would be quite cool to try. Then I've got some collagen jellies and then some jellies that help with digestion. At the bottom, these three were part of my skin analysis that I did at Olive Young, and these were the three main things that she wanted me to incorporate into my skincare routine. And then I just got a massive Vaseline because you can never have too much.
Very garlicky, but it's not really spicy. So we make pickled one. So you can try some later because I already prepared some like garlicky, you know, the garlic escape inside dishes. She sings.
I've never made it again since.
Yeah, I will not. Yeah. We cannot do like much of things actually. Yeah, spicy.
So they made us like grind the corn, and then they made us like make the actual tortillas.
Just right before dinner time, I'm gonna serve you the rice, and you can decorate it. Okay? And 1, 2, 3, flip.
Good evening, everybody. We are back from our cooking class. I'm going to review today as a day and kind of go over yesterday as well, because I don't think I filmed much yesterday. So we came back from Busan. We got into Seoul around like 1:30 p.m. Came back to the hotel, put our suitcases down and went straight back out. And we went to an Olive Young branch in Gangnam. Yes, like the song. I really wanted to go because they do a skin analysis. So they basically use this little machine that you put up onto your cheek and then like in the crease of your eye, and then just have a look at your pores, and it calculates the health of your skin. She did say that my skin is pretty damn dry, so I need to step up on the moisturization. But she basically recommended like a huge long list of ingredients I should be incorporating into my skincare routine, as well as giving me a whole skincare routine. So this is the piece of paper that she ended up giving me, and on it basically goes through the key focuses, the ingredients, and then for each step of the skincare routine it goes through what brands she would recommend, and I actually bought most of them. So I bought a exfoliating cleanser. She said that I can keep using the cleanser that I have now because it's quite a hydrating one, so she said just to keep on going with that one. I didn't get the toner that she recommended because I had already bought one before doing this. I got the 2 serums that she recommended, and then she also recommended a moisturizer, which after thinking about it I think I might get, just because my skin is pretty dry. And then she also recommended a sun cream, which wasn't in the Olive Young that we went to, so I need to check if it's at the one next to our hotel. And that's pretty much all we did yesterday. It was pouring down with rain, so came back to the hotel after that, and then had my solo dinner date, and I had a bibimbap, and I also tried the kimchi pancake. It was actually a kimchi and cheese pancake, which was pretty good. Would I get it again? No, I didn't love it that much. The bibimbap was good, however the one I had at the DMZ, so much better, like so much better, and it had an egg. And then this morning we had a very chill morning. We didn't do anything in the morning, and then around 2 p.m. we left for our cooking class, which was so much fun. So I booked it through Airbnb Experiences. I really enjoyed it. So we went through the market, had a look at lots of different ingredients that we would use, but also she kind of went through the ingredients that Koreans use quite often and what is kind of their staple in their kitchen. And she also gave us other recommendation on food we should try. We went to her house, and that's where we did the actual cooking class. It was such a cute setting. Our host Jungi, she was so lovely, so funny, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed. We're only 3, so it was Caroline, myself, and then a man called Thomas, who was supposed to be doing the morning class, but she was fully booked, so moved him onto the afternoon class. And yeah, it was so lovely, had such a great time. If you're coming to Seoul and you want to do a cooking class, definitely go with her. I will put her details somewhere. She also has a YouTube channel because during COVID she obviously couldn't run her classes, so she filmed quite a lot of recipes. So if you're really into Korean food and you want to make some at home, here is her YouTube channel as well that you can follow. So because it was obviously a cooking class, it meant that we finished kind of early, and then we walked back through the market, and Caroline bought a few things, and then we just came back to the hotel, which is where we are now. We're having a nice early evening, early night, and tomorrow we are going to Lotte World, which is a theme park. And then I also really want to go to Namsan Tower. It's basically a tower that has an observatory at the top. It's just great to see like a really pretty view of Seoul, and I do really want to do it. So I'm hoping that tomorrow we don't come home too late and that we can actually go. I shall see you in the morning. My last day in Seoul, which is very sad, but I am going to head out to brunch. I'm actually doing a solo brunch date this morning, and then I think I'm going to try and walk around the Yonsei University, which is one of the big 3 universities in Seoul, and it might also be in the whole of Korea as well. and just walk around their campus, because why the hell not? And then there's quite a few like little trinket shops around, so I will be window shopping because we have no space. Had a full meltdown yesterday about my suitcases because my big one is 22.5 kilos, my small one is 10 kilos, and it needs to be 8. So we do not have the space to buy anything, so I'm gonna have to be like really harsh. The only thing I am allowing myself to buy is a magnet. Other than that, nothing is being purchased. So yes, let's go have some brunch. And just like that, the trip is officially over. I have had my last meal here and it is time to shower and go to bed. I'd love to say everything's packed. Technically it is, nothing's closed, but everything has been packed. I leave here at 5:30 tomorrow morning and it's over, and I actually can't believe that it's over, but I already know for sure I'm coming back, because when all of the stuff, skincare and stuff I've bought has run out, eventually I'm gonna have to come back and do another stock buy. But I have thoroughly enjoyed my time here. I hope you've enjoyed the vlogs as well. Some of my takeaways from Korea: 1, your T-money card is what you need to survive through. It's basically a Korean Oyster card. If you've got one, you're good, you can literally go anywhere. 2, the drivers think they're in Fast and Furious. Like, everyone speeds. Like, we're in the taxi coming home, my man was going 90 and a 60 in the pouring rain. But hey ho, we made it back alive, so that's all that matters. Everyone here is so nice and very welcoming, and they will actually ask if you speak Korean before they ask if you speak English, which I find quite interesting. Take all the little alleys that you can. The more little alleys, the better. Unlike London, they're not dodgy at all, and you will find loads of hidden gems in those alleys, whether that is coffee shops or little ceramic places. Genuinely, take all the little alleys that you can. Do a few tours. I'm so happy we did the DMZ tour because that was super interesting, and our tour guide Kenny, he was so knowledgeable and so interactive as well, so that was definitely my favorite tour out of the 2 that we did. And make sure you bring an extra empty suitcase, because take me as an example, I was like, oh, I'll just fill my small suitcase. In the end, my small suitcase, and I had a few things like just thrown into my big one, and I've barely got any space for everything that I'm bringing back, because I'm bringing back loads of skincare, I'm bringing back loads of ceramics. Oh my goodness, that is my weak spot. I think I would genuinely move here if I could just buy all of the ceramics that I saw because they're all so nice, so intricate, but they're all so cheap. And I also think that Seoul would be a great sibling trip as well. So Ines and Simon, this might need to be a contender for our sibling trip. But yeah, but I'm now going to shower and finish closing up all of this mess and get to bed for the very little sleep I will get tonight. And I will see you in the morning when it is time for the longest travel day, part 2. Hi friends, we are at the airport. I have gone through security and my big suitcase was actually 23.5 kilos, which isn't horrific. And she actually didn't weigh my small suitcase. Can we talk about the people going through my check-in? So I'm flying with China Southern, and first of all arrived super early because lots of people were saying that it can take quite a while just in this airport in general. So I was like, okay, great, get there 3 hours early instead of 2. And I was waiting in the queue waiting for the desk to open up. The desk finally opened up, and you know how the flight staff will like open up the little zippy barriers? So they opened them up, and then all of these Chinese people started sprinting like their life depended on it. And they were passing underneath the zippy thingies to try and get to the front, and instead of forming an orbitally queue, it was like a huge huddle at the front, each with 2 of their like 23 kilo suitcases. It was all a bit much and a bit intense, like everyone just sprinting all at once. And then there was these 2 ladies who were in the economy queue and then realized that the priority queue had finished, so they had gone through to the priority queue, and then they were obviously told you're not priority, so you can't come this way. And then they tried to go back through the whole queue and like skip through everyone and go back to their original place. And obviously people were like, oh no, you've left the queue, that's it. And then they basically got caught. So one of the managers was like, no, you need to go to the back of the queue. So they went all the way to the back, and then they tried to like swivel their way through it. The manager caught them again. So she literally took their passports and she was like, we're going to have to take you somewhere else because you clearly can't follow simple queuing etiquette. No clue where they went, no clue what ended up happening to them, but I want to know the tea. I got through, just came to my gate, and here we are. I got myself a mango frappuccino. Very excited for that. I'm just waiting. I've still got like £4 cash that ideally I would love to use. However, there's nothing that I want to buy because it's practically only food. So because I'm in like a separate wing of the airport, so like I'm not where the big duty free is because I've had to take a shuttle train. So there isn't very much here to buy, like apart from coffees, drinks. There was like one restaurant, but I'm going to get food on the plane anyway, so there's no real point in buying that. And also my bag is humongous, so I don't really know where I'd put that. So I'm just going to keep my £4 cash, I guess, for next time. I'm going to try and stay up for this flight, so I'm going to be editing during this flight, and then the next one I'm going to obviously stay awake for the first meal and then try and sleep in between the 2 meals, because the last meal is served roughly 3 hours before landing. After that meal I can try and stay up and like watch something. Downloaded, I have the rest of The Boyfriend because I am loving that show. I am hooked. I find that it's so much better than Love Island. Like genuinely, I'm loving it so much. So I've got The Boyfriend downloaded, and I also have Drive to Survive downloaded, which I have not started because I wanted to watch it here. So I think once I'm finished editing / I get bored of editing, Drive to Survive is going straight on. Hi everyone, once again, I have no clue if you're going to be able to hear this. Hopefully you will be, and hopefully I'll be able to use this video. But we are probably around hour 4, maybe, of the flight. It's a 10-hour flight, and we have had our lunch, which was okay. To be fair, the main, which was rice and curry, was really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed that. The bread was nice. The dessert, not for me. Tasted kind of like gingery. Yeah, I am on the last episode of The Boyfriend, which is so sad. So sad that I'm finishing it, but I am excited to give you my thoughts and feelings on Sunday, which is very exciting. And then I shall be watching Drive to Survive, which I'm so excited for as well. I will most likely give you an update when dinner comes around. I have made it back to London. I am back in my room. Managed to get out. Security in and out, speedy, beautiful. And then my dad came to pick me up from the airport, which was so nice. However, it was very hard not to fall asleep. During the flight, I only slept for 1 hour. I finished The Boyfriend and I'm halfway through Drive to Survive. I am going to shower, brush my teeth and get straight into bed because there is absolutely no way I'm doing anything other than sleeping tonight. I shall see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a very exciting day. Not as exciting. I am unpacking, putting a wash on, dealing with the suitcases. And then we have the Dave concert in the evening. I'm so excited. Tomorrow will be a very fun day, and then Sunday, not got anything planned. Sunday will be like my reset day where I just lie down and just don't think about anything at all. I think I obviously still need to edit and finish the vlog, obviously, but apart from that, Sunday is a very chill day. Good morning, everyone. It is currently 6:50 and I have been awake for an hour just scrolling, which is pretty bad. So I thought I might as well start unpacking. It might not look like I've done anything, but I promise you both suitcases are empty. This stuff is very exciting. So I am making the girly pops some goodie bags. So I've bought each of them just like one of these little pouches, and in each of them I shall be putting a postcard, a pair of chopsticks, a little ceramic bowl and some face masks in. Good afternoon, everybody. It is now Sunday and I'm only just getting my day started. I'm trying to get back onto like UK times. So yesterday I went to sleep really late. As you saw, I went to the Dave concert. No words. The plan for today is I really need to edit the vlog because she's nowhere near done. I also need to finish putting some bits away. We are slowly getting back into the groove of things. Thankfully, I'm not back at work until Wednesday, so I've still got 2 more days to get back into UK time, which I'm very happy about. I'm very happy that I managed to swap some shifts around. I'm going to do my media recap now, starting off with TV shows. I had mentioned The Boyfriend last week, which is a Japanese reality dating show for gay men, and I love it. It's great. So there are 2 seasons and I finished both. First seasons, I am quite happy with the outcome. There's one couple where I'm a bit iffy about, but hey ho, not my life. Season 2, very happy with the outcome, very happy about who comes on and like the cast, and I think it's a very interesting dating show to watch purely because first of all, it's a dating show where they still carry on with their lives. So although they are living in, so they call it the green room, although they're living in the green room for a month for season 1 and 2 months for season 2, they do still have to carry on with like their work, or if they're in university, their lectures. There will be periods where they will leave for a few days and then come back later, which also means that if there's multiple people liking the same person, if one of your competitors leave, then you have to go all guns blazing to try and get them to like you more than the other person, so that when they come back, they've kind of forgotten about that. It is a great series. It obviously talks about how hard it is to be a gay man in Japan and coming out, and their experiences / the ones who haven't come out yet, their apprehensions. And one of the panelists as well talks about his experience, which is also very, very interesting. So personally, I would recommend. I find it much more exciting than other reality dating shows like Love Island. I'm not sure what makes it more exciting, but like with them, I'm giggling, kicking my feet, you know? So I would give it a 4.75. Next, we have a series called Our Universe, which is about 2 people that happen to be in-laws. And so the girl's sister and the boy's brother unfortunately pass away in a car accident. So they basically have to look after their nephew. And it talks about them navigating parent life with their work and their schedules. And the little boy that's nephew called Uju, he is so cute. I just want to squish his face, but it's a fun watch. However, it obviously goes through grief, which can be quite triggering for some people, but I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm on episode 8 of 12. And lastly, I have watched Drive to Survive. Of course, it was very good. I think it went over quite a lot of the things that happened during the season very well. However, one thing I did realise, both Aston Martin and Haas weren't in it at all. Like, they talked about Haas for 0.5 seconds when they were talking about the rookies. They had to mention Ollie Behrman. But apart from that, they haven't delved into them. I think it was very much so a McLaren show, which makes sense. Like, they obviously won Constructors and Drivers' Championship, so it does make sense. But once again, loved it. I always love the seasons. I'm going to give it a 4.5 stars. Moving on to music, I have, of course, been listening to my chill playlist and my light songs. I have also been listening to Backpack by Seb quite a lot as well. And I have also been listening to my Summer 2024 playlist, which is a bit of a messy playlist in that it's just French summer vibes. So I just add loads and loads of songs into there. The vibes are immaculate in that playlist. And last one, I have also been listening to Fred Again's Victory Lap radio on Spotify as well. Going on to books, I'm really sorry I still don't have an update for you because I still haven't done any reading. So I'm still reading Dear Debbie, still on chapter 1. Hopefully next week you can actually have an update, but at this point, don't hold me to it. I am still doing lots and lots of word searches, which is great, but I do need to get back into reading. that is everything for my media update. I hope you have enjoyed episode 2 of Soul Searching, plus kind of getting back into the groove of being back home, and I will see you next week.